I'm Brian, and that's Jeremy, and every week on PSVR,
This week,
we take a look at the new VR games that are coming to the PlayStation Store this week.
we gather up all the videos we could find, all the descriptions we can plagiarize, and we condense them down into the short video for you.
Sometimes we look at delayed games, updates, DLC, or new game announcements.
So without further ado, here's PSVR This Week.
So what do you think? Are they in the club?
These two? I'd say they earned it.
Then let me be the first to welcome you into the League of Thieves.
Recruited by a mysterious client, you and a partner take on a series of high-profile heists. Utilize gadgets to infiltrate the various facilities as the crafty thief in VR, and breach through the security systems as the clever hacker on a mobile device. Cooperation and trust will be necessary to sneak past the guards, hack through laser grids, crack safes, and much more. Team up and pull off the greatest heist of the century.
And now that I've seen you work together, this might just be the first job of many.
Final Assault is an action-packed World War II themed action strategy game built from the ground up to capitalize on the power of VR, blending elements from traditional RTS and MOBA genres. And this week, developer Phaserlock Interactive tweeted that they passed Sony's certification process with crossplay PvP intact, and will finally be announcing a release date later this month. Marcus Pitt, a young man whose only claim to fame is that both of his parents work at a university, is drawn into the horrors that have emerged on the campus of that very same institution. His journey to find his parents, or at least find out what happened to them, will take him into his worst nightmares. Folia Dear Father trailers have been kicking around the internet for a while now, and seemed a bit too good to be true. But the developers I've talked to said the game is still slated for a Q1 release, a window which is closing faster by the day, and just dropped this new trailer a few days back.
Giants. There used to be a lot of them. Now, there are none. Well, that's what we thought. Until today.
Once upon a time, a gentle giant wakes from a deep slumber to discover himself under attack by a tiny, angry mob. With no real weapons to defend himself, the giant must use anything he can in order to survive. In Good Goliath, players are the giant in battle against hordes of pitchfork-wielding villagers, cavalry-mounted soldiers, and even flying devilish imps. With wave-based tower defense gameplay where players are the tower, you can dodge or catch pitchforks, barrels, and other weapons as they're launched at you, and even grab some of those tiny villagers out of the air to throw back at their friends. Battle armies of bitty foes, formidable mini-bosses, and colossal monsters as you play this arcade action experience.
They called him Goliath.
Smush TV is the first local, hyper-competitive flat-screen versus VR action strategy game. It brings the spirit of competitive fighting into VR through new and exciting mechanics. Play on a PS4 and drop blocks to smush the gamer in the VR headset, as they dodge blocks and try to get to the top of the grid. Outsmart and outplay your opponent using an arsenal of active skills, with up to 16 possible combinations per player. Okay, we admit it. We have literally no idea what kind of game Wolf and Pig Out for Vengeance even is. It's made by Visual Light, who just recently brought their game Throw Anything to PSVR. But based on this animated trailer alone, it's obvious they have much more money to throw at this next project. Obviously, we'll be keeping a close eye on this one, and hopefully we'll get to see some actual gameplay footage soon.
Research log, I've lost track. We've been following this signal from 2 months now, leading my crew on a doomed expedition.
Archaeact really delivered a unique experience to PlayStation VR gamers recently with Freediver Triton Down. So this week we're excited to give away a North American key for Freediver, courtesy of developer Archaeact themselves. So how do you enter? It's easy. Just leave your PSN name in the comments below, and we'll pick one winner at random on this week's episode of PSVR Gamescast Live, which airs every Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern. As always, multiple entries will be disqualified.
You must live, Ray. Just live.
Thank you guys so much for tuning into another episode of PSVR
This week. We'll be back next week to keep you up to date on all the VR games coming to the PlayStation Store.
But keep in mind that no one outside of Sony really knows what games are coming when.
But we'll do our best to keep you up to date each and every week on PSVR This Week.
Hey Marcus, it's Ryan. I received this weird email. It says something bad happened at the university where your parents work. I don't want to alarm you, but I would like to check it out. What do you say? Come on, get ready and I'll be at your place in a few.